I chew it slow at midnight when I need to find a man. Let it burn a hole right through me till I understand. It shows me a man's whole life laid open like a book. It don't ask me if I want to see, it just decides I'll look. There's a price on every vision, and it's carved out of my head. I pay it down in pieces on the Comet Root. I seen a killer's whole life once in a single breath. Seen the moment that he chose it, seen his mother's death. The root don't care what's fair to see, it shows you what is true. And every time I use it, I lose a piece of who I knew. It shows me a man's whole life laid open like a book. It don't ask me if I want to see, it just decides I'll look. There's a price on every vision, and it's carved out of my head. I pay it down in pieces on the Comet Root. Some men drink to forget, some men pray to remember. I chew a root that shows me things I can't unsee, no, never. But out here on the frontier, a man needs some kind of sight, so I'll pay the root its price again and ride on through the night. It shows me a man's whole life laid open like a book. It don't ask me if I want to see, it just decides I'll look. I paid so much I can't recall the man I was instead, and I'll pay it down again tonight on the Comet Root. Settlement that wasn't on no map. A marshal with a 10-star met me, tipped his weathered hat. Ain't seen a bounty man round here in near on 7 years, but the root was the killer's steady hand. 7 souls that crossed him, lying somewhere in the sand. He keeps a town in order that he salted into ruin. The Marshal of Nowhere. The bounty paid in credits when I brought the badge to town. Some places got no justice till a stranger rides on down. I left that dead settlement the way I always do. No thanks, no fanfare, just the frontier and the queue. Longing by the daylight, with a killer's steady hand. 7 souls that crossed him, lying somewhere in the sand. There's a tin star in my saddlebag, and no one left to mourn. The Marshal of Nowhere. The outpost had been buried by a storm some years ago. Windows full of sand and silence, nothing left to show. But a smuggler hides in silence when he's got some place to hide. I chewed the root and saw him breathing underneath inside. There's no such thing as buried when a man knows where to stand. The truth sits under everything and waits to be unmanned. A whole town gone to nothing, and it still gave up its man. Behind the windows full of sand. He built himself a tunnel underneath the settlement floor, living off stale rations, listening for a knock at the door. I didn't knock, I dug instead, right down where he did hide. Found him shaking in the darkness, no more places left to slide. There's no such thing as buried when a man knows where to stand. The truth sits under everything and waits to be unmanned. A whole town gone to nothing, and it still gave up its man. Behind the windows full of sand. told him that's a story that I've heard from every sin. But something in the vision flickered, showed a different frame. And for a moment I could not recall my own name. There's no such thing as buried, but I'm harder pressed to stand. The truth's still under everything. It's me that's turning sand. I found the man I came for, and I lost a piece again. Behind the windows full of sand. He was dying in the dust when I caught up to him at last. A killer I'd been tracking through a bloody, twisted past. You think you're free of it, he laughed, blood between his teeth. Ask who paid the bounty first. Ask who's really underneath. A dying man don't waste his breath on lies he cannot spend. So I turned his words over like a coin I couldn't bend. Every job I ever took, was I playing someone's game? And underneath them all, there's Silas Crane's name. He points you at his enemies and calls it justice served. You're just a gun he's aiming, boy, a blade he keeps preserved. I told him he was lying just to save his final breath. But the root was showing something, even as he met his death. A dying man don't waste his breath on lies he cannot spend. So I turned his words over like a coin I couldn't bend. Every job I ever took, was I playing someone's game? And underneath them all, there's Silas Crane's name. I rode on from that dying man with something new inside. A question I could not outrun, no matter how I tried. Who was Silas Crane to send 100 men my way, and how many of my bounties were his enemies, not mine to slay. A dying man don't waste his breath on lies he cannot spend, and I've turned that coin so many times the edges start to bend. Every job I ever took was somebody else's aim, and I won't forget it now. Silas Crane's name. She came to me at Halyard station, dressed in morning black. My husband's killer's walking free, I want him hunted back. I took the job and took the route, and saw the truth unfold. Her husband was no innocent, the story she had told. Grief can turn to vengeance with the smallest provocation. Dress it up as justice, and you'll never see the difference. The man she wanted dead was standing guard on his own door, and she'll go on hunting from Halyard station. I told her what the root had shown, the truth she didn't want. She looked at me with hatred, like I'd robbed her of a hunt. You're supposed to bring me justice, not some vision and a lie. But justice ain't what's asked for when it's vengeance in your eye. Grief can turn to vengeance with the smallest provocation. Dress it up as justice, and you'll never see the difference. The man she wanted dead was standing guard on his own door, and she'll go on hunting from Halyard station. Before the setting sun, wondering if I'm looking at a mirror down the road. Another soul, the frontier hollowed, another debt still owed. Grief can turn to vengeance, and I've carried both myself. I left her with the truth, and not one thing that it could help. She'll find a gun that doesn't ask the questions that I asked, and she'll go on hunting from Halyard Station. The bounty had a partner that I didn't know about. Took a bullet in the shoulder before I sorted that out. Bleeding out beneath a busted sign, I chewed the root again. Too much, too fast, too desperate, and the vision let me in. Everything I ever was came howling back at once. My mother's hands, my father's grave, a name I never once had anyone to tell me, and it hit me like a stone. Came through as static and bone. I saw a boy who wasn't me, but wore my father's face. I saw the fire that took my home, I saw my own displaced. The root don't only show you marks, it shows you where you're from. And lying in the dust that night, I finally saw what I'd become. Everything I ever was came howling back at once. My mother's hands, my father's grave, a name I never once had anyone to tell me, and it hit me like a stone. Came through as static and bone. There was no one, just the desert and the sun, and a question that would follow me for every mile to come. Everything I ever was came howling back at once, and somewhere in that noise there was a voice I'd never known. Whatever's left out there of me, I know now I'm not alone. It came through as static and bone. I sat a while beside the road where Comet Root still grows, wondering how much of myself I'd given up, God knows. The visions used to feel like power, now they feel like debt. Every mark I've ever hunted is a piece I can't forget. It gets heavier to carry every mile I leave behind. Every truth I ever bought has taken back its kind. I used to think that seeing clear was something that I chose. Now I'm just a man out walking down the Comet Road. I thought about the widow and the marshal and the rest. Wondered if the root was showing truth or showing what test. Silas Crane's name kept surfacing no matter how I tried to push it down and ride on like there's nothing on my mind. It gets heavier to carry every mile I leave behind. Every truth I ever bought has taken back its kind. I used to think that seeing clear was something that I chose. Now I'm just a man out walking down the Comet Road. Keep on riding blind or to the root one final time and see it all the way it is, whatever that might find. It's been heavy long enough, and I'm finally set to lay every borrowed truth I carried at the end of one more day. One more vision, one more price, and then whichever way it goes, I'll be done out walking down the Comet Road. I went back through the bounties, every name upon the list. The marshal and the smuggler and the ones I might have missed. Every single job traced back through paper, coin and lie to Silas Crane's own hand, though I never asked why. It runs longer than a frontier and it's quieter than speech. It moves a man like weather and he never sees the reach. Every gun I ever fired was a lesson that he'd teach, and I never once could see it. That's Crane's reach. He'd been clearing out his rivals, using me to do the work, calling it justice, calling it the law, when it was just a perk. For a man who sat in comfort while I bled out in the sand. A weapon with a conscience is still a weapon in his hand. It runs longer than a frontier and it's quieter than speech. It moves a man like weather and he never sees the reach. Every gun I ever fired was a lesson that he'd teach, and I never once could see it. That's Crane's reach. I could disappear out past the border, leave it all behind. Let the frontier swallow up the truth I'd come to find. But a man who's been a weapon knows the world one final aim, and I intend to point it straight at Silas, Crane's own name. It ran longer than a frontier and it's quieter than speech. But every reach has got an end, and there's one thing left to teach. He never counted on the weapon turning back within his reach. There's a limit after all. That's Crane's reach. I found the biggest root I'd ever seen out past the scar, where the meteor had struck the ground and left it charred and marred. I knew the dose might take more than a piece of me this time, but I needed every truth about the man behind this crime. Whatever I see now, there's no turning from the truth. I'm burning every memory I've got left as the proof. I'll spend the whole of what I am to find the man called Crane, and I'll never be the same after the last root. The visions came in waves that pulled me under, pulled me deep, showed me Crane's whole empire built on secrets he could keep, showed me every man I'd hunted, showed me why, showed me who, showed me finally clearly everything I thought I knew. Whatever I see now, there's no turning from the truth. I'm burning every memory I've got left as the proof. I'll spend the whole of what I am to find the man called Crane, and I'll never be the same after the last root. When the vision finally faded, I was shaking in the sand. Some piece of me was missing that I'll never understand. But I knew his location, knew his hour, knew his name. And I rose up from the dust to go and end the game. Whatever I've seen now, there's no turning from the truth. I burned away a piece of me and called the cost of proof. I spent the whole of what I had to find the man called Crane, and I'll never be the same after the last root. Found him in his tower, built from other men's despair. Silas Crane sat smiling like he hadn't got a care. You've come to end me, bounty man, you've come to make it right. After all the work you've done for me, he said into the night. He built the whole thing out of blood, from men he never named. Every string I ever pulled was pulled by his own hand. Every mile I ever rode was riding where he aimed. It ends here in the sand, Silas Crane. Something at his desk I didn't wait to see. Pulled my iron faster than the man he'd made of me. The shot rang out across the tower, silence after that. No more games, no more strings, no more looking back. He built the whole thing out of blood, from men he never named. Every string I ever pulled was pulled by his own hand. Every mile I ever rode was riding where he aimed. It ends here in the sand, Silas Crane. There in the quiet with his empire coming down, wondering what was is left of me still standing on this ground. The root had cost me pieces that I'll never get back whole, but I'd finally severed Crane's hand from my own soul. The empire's just a room now, and a name that no one says. Every string is cut and lying where he dropped them on the floor. I'm walking out still breathing, though there's less of me than before. It ended in the sand. Silas Crane. I don't chew the root no more, my hands won't let me try. Something in me broke that final night beneath the sky. But I ride out past the settlements a little clearer now, seeing with my own two eyes instead of asking how. The truth don't need a vision if a man is willing to see. It was standing there in daylight the whole time in front of me. Every mark, every mile, every debt I used to owe, that's what the comet showed me before I let it go. Folks say I lost my gift the night I finished Crane. Some folks say a man like me was never meant to change. Maybe they're all right about it, maybe I'm still the same, just a drifter on the frontier with a quieter kind of aim. The truth don't need a vision if a man is willing to see. It was standing there in daylight the whole time in front of me. Every mark, every mile, every debt I used to owe, that's what the comet showed me before I let it go. I still ride the Comet Road sometimes just to feel it near. Not to chew it, not to burn, just to know that it was here. The frontier don't forget a man who paid so much to see. Neither, I suppose, will meet. The truth don't need a vision, and it never really did. I'm still riding, still breathing, still finding my own way. There's less of me than there was, but what's left of me can stay. That's what the comet showed me. That's what it gave away.